All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. So this one is going to be short and sweet, not a ton to go over as it was a pretty slow day. I do want to say that things started off a little rough. I came in on time, and when it was, I believe around 9:15 a.m., I'm starting up the live stream and I'm just having a lot of trouble. Had some technical difficulties. For those of you who didn't see the live stream at all or saw it late, that's why. Not sure what was going on with my OBS and my YouTube studio. So I tried troubleshooting for like 5-10 minutes, couldn't get anything going. So ended up deciding to just trade without a live stream today. But after I believe 10 minutes into the open, it was so slow. I gave it another go. Was able to get the stream going, not the usual way it would normally work. So, there was that. But little off my game, I would say, because of how things kind of played out. But nevertheless, we came in, we followed our rules, and it was a slow day. We did a really good job keeping things tight, but ultimately we did get caught in a big flush, which we'll talk about here, and I'll show you guys. So TRNR, which was one of our leading stocks today, as you guys can see, it was a decent move here coming up into pre-market. It was stair stepping up, doing a good job into the open. Initially, a bit of a red candle and new lows, and then a massive red to green. I did not get to capture the early push here, but from 169 to 215, very impressive. From here, we did flag a little bit. We were hoping it would continue upwards here, but we broke down and we proceeded to have this red to green. I believe it was in this area here where I was able to get myself up to about 700, but then I ended up giving back profits here in the back half of the consolidation, and then this massive flush down all the way to 177. TRNR, let's check that timestamp at 950, 951, just to see how we're looking here in terms of that red candle. So at 950, so we're in at 16 out of 13. Let's see here. I thought I got massacred. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I got massacred on that candlestick. Maybe not. Let me check. My memory might be a little funky here. Oh man, this is insanely bright. AMST, TRNR. Let's see. Maybe I'm confusing the stocks. I might have been green on TRNR rather than, or let's say AMST rather than TRNR. $60, $80. Yeah, and you know what? Okay, we've only traded 9,000 shares. So we weren't really watching this one with our full attention. It looks like, yeah, we weren't really watching this one with our full attention. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Okay, so it was AMST was the one that I was watching at. And we already saw a good example of a big red candle here early. This thing ended up giving a couple other crazy moves. So yeah, okay, it was this one that I made $700 on. And this came primarily in this consolidation here, right around 950, 955, right in this range here. We had a nice red to green, and we were holding up the VWAP area. We even had a retest of the highs up at 4. And I was feeling pretty comfortable with this stock at this point, up until disaster is going to strike here fairly soon. And this thing is going to end up coming down and coming down hard. By the way, this dip below 340 here was maybe one of the most important trades. I don't believe I took this trade at all. So that was a little, something to work on here, a little disappointing as this came down and I was not involved at least I didn't capture a good solid trade. And when this thing got back over 50 and I believe it was 60, it started to move with a little bit more pace here. So there's 60, another 30 seconds. You can see it's already at 90. It moved rather quickly once it got over 60. And I believe we had a high of 98 right here. It's gonna price in a weird wick, but we only had about 98 for it's showing 420 highs. So eventually, I'm churning shares here. I don't get to do a great job. And then it starts to come down and I end up getting brutalized. I'm buying this dip and I'm even adding in positions, hoping for the continued move, but it's just not going to work. And you can see I'm long 7,000 shares here. The spreads open up on me and I'm getting cooked. I'm getting absolutely cooked. And just like that, I'm back to flat. And then sadly, we're going to get destroyed. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is just quite sad, right? So you guys can see I'm keeping it fairly tight for the most part. At this point, I'm red, $300 on the day. And sadly, okay, green to red, that's okay. The stock was tricky. Being up $700 is, like a scratch trade. So we're using more size. We know what comes with the territory of size. But I noticed at one point the loss is getting bigger. We're now down 400, okay. We're hoping that the stock can be strong. It gives this move. I'm going to try to buy this dip here, and I'm just going to get destroyed. Right there, I was thinking over right above 4. Right above 4. Can I buy right above 4 with a stop at 97? Can I be in at 403 with a stop at 97? The moment I tried to buy 403 by 405, you can see the ask is still at 405. This thing it wasn't finished dropping, and that was on me for buying too aggressively, too early. And this is the fine line. Whether you have the intuition to wait a little more for the dip, or you might have even hesitated and say, hey, I'm gonna give this thing time. You saved yourself this loss. Me being ultra aggressive here, this is the last thing I want, man. In at 405, 70 by 74, and I'm flat on the day here to then $1,300 loss. It's now at 56. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get 74, which would have been at least what, 800-900. Now it's down 1,200. So again, if you're somebody on the other end though, now looking to buy the dip above 50 and you got a good fill, right away you're rewarded with 80, and that's the fine line. So from flat to down 1,600. But so after the live stream I came back, there was another stock. I made $700. So I brought the deficit to down 900, but then I gave it back. It was just, that stock was just difficult to trade, and that was ESGL. ESGL, tough stock to trade. Another stock where this dip, some of the dips today, very sudden. If you miss this dip or this dip, you kind of missed the move up because of how tricky it was. It was not smooth price action. At least I don't think it was. Maybe some other people might have a different experience, but all in all, that was the day. ESGL highs of 700, walking away with 87. Not great, tough one. But we're just disappointed to have taken that massive loss. If it wasn't for that massive loss, we're down $100 or something like that on the day, But yeah, maybe 300 red on the day, which as we know is a real scratch trade. So, but tomorrow again, as you guys know, my results are not typical. As you guys saw, I lost 1,201 trade in the blink of an eye. So be very careful with size. My biggest position today might have been like 6,000, 7,000, maybe a little higher. I don't know, but just be careful. Watch out. Won't manage risk, and just keep a steady eye. But yeah, quick recap today. Not a ton to talk about. I can put up the full disclaimer here. Other than that, check out the links down below for the chat room, for the scanner, and for the classes. For those of you who are interested in getting involved with the classes, coupon code TEAM for 50% off the curriculum for the blueprint and or the full package. Other than that, you guys can feel free to check out the chat room and the Momo Pro scanners. All right. Other than that, large caps are going through it right now. SPY is down a little bit. You got a lot of the Magnificent 7 stocks that are down a bit. So a bit of a bloodbath today in the overall market. But tomorrow again, looking forward to the opportunities. And as you guys know, Friday night dynamite. So tomorrow we're looking to get big green. Round 4 on the road to a 30K day coming soon. Tomorrow I think might be the day. Let's dare the market to be hot. If the market is hot tomorrow, I can already see myself enjoying the festivities. All right, so hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. for another beautiful day. Signing out.